gentlemen, the show is about to start in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to the Conservative Viewpoint. I'm your host Charlie, the Country Conservative. Are you ready? Because the show is about to begin.
Good evening, Patriots, and welcome to another riveting episode of the Conservative Viewpoint, where we cut through the noise and get to the heart of the issues that matters most. I'm your host Charlie, the Country Conservative, and tonight we're diving headfirst into a myriad of dangers that loom over our world today. From the escalating geopolitical tensions that threaten the global stability to rise of misinformation by the Democrats that cloud our judgment. The challenges we face are as daunting as they are diverse. The cost of living crisis continues to squeeze hardworking families, while natural disasters and extreme weather events remind us of the ever-present threat of fake climate change hoax. Or that's what the Democrats would have you believe anyways. But it's not just the extreme threats that we need to be wary of. Societal polarization is tearing at the very fabric of our communities, fueled by the immediate landscape that often prioritize sensationalism over truth. And let's not forget the economic confrontation that reshape our global order in ways we cannot even yet fully comprehend. So tonight we'll unpack these dangers, explore their implications, and discuss what we, as informed citizens, can do to navigate these turbulent times. So buckle up, stay visually, and let's get started on this journey together. This is the Conservative Viewpoint, and we're just getting started. The show begins now. Hi, everyone. Lee, Vic, John, how you doing, guys? Pat's in the house. Here she is. How's everyone doing this evening? What else we got going on? Here's Cecil. Hi, Cecil. Thank you guys for tuning in. And I wanted to remind you that two things here. Let me see where I'm getting at. Tomorrow is one of many. Welcome, man. Tomorrow is Constitution Day. Make sure you guys be sporting your red, white, and blue tomorrow. So people know. Rowdy 63. What's going on? Tammy made it in. All right. I'm messaging someone. All right. But make sure you guys getting that red, white, and blue out for tomorrow Constitutional Day, because we will be the only ones celebrating. You know, these liberal-ass Democrats won't be doing it. Yep, I'm on the wrong thing there. And let's get back over to here where I'm at here. And don't forget, tomorrow is Wednesday, right? Don't forget to check out Rebel Chicks with a Cause. Wednesday night, 7 p.m., right before my show. They had a hell of a show yesterday. Marking up some high numbers there, and I guarantee they'll continue to do it. So don't forget to check that out. All right. Whole family listening and watching, one of many. Thank you for tuning in, guys, tonight. Madeline, how you doing, Madeline? All right. Now we got that out of the way. I've got some interesting stuff that I added today. And let me get to where I wanted. I just added one as soon as I came down here a little before 8. And this had nothing to do with the show that I had planned, but it's hilarious. I find it funny. And it couldn't happen to better people, but you guys probably already heard about it. And this was the 9 killed and 3,000 wounded, mostly Hezbollah terrorists, as new pagers that they use to communicate with explode across the country. Can you find something better to happen to such great people? You couldn't ask for anything better than that. I love Tucker, and he, in fact, interviewed anyone about anything. Yeah, exactly right, Lee. And welcome, Lee. What's happening, man? I said that to you already, didn't I? I think you're one of the first ones. Yeah, man, there you was. You was the first one. You even beat Vic. Who else we got in the house that I haven't checked on yet? Oh, thanks, Vic. And we got Madeline there. Okay, we'll be getting more and more in, I hope, as we go along. But good, because you asked for something better to happen. Now I'm going to let you watch the video, the one that I just had to laugh at, because these are terrorists, and they're getting used by their own technology. Take a look. Okay, we got to do that again. Dude trying to pick up an orange and gets his gonads handed to him. I can't help myself. People might be saying, man, that's kind of rude. Well, guess what? They're terrorists. And what better people to happen to? Way to go, Israel. That is something would have never thought of anybody would do. But isn't that great? Dennis is in Hezbollah without ball. Isn't that great? That is, I've been laughing all day over that. Uh-oh, Raging Cajun in here. Kurt, there's Kurt. Yep, the Raging Cajun. Illinois down in the house. John, yep, 72 birds. Isn't that great? I can't help myself. You want to call me rude? Okay, go ahead. I don't really care. Couldn't happen to better people. Okay. Tina in here? There's Tina. Hi, Tina. All right, guys, we're going to get started off here, right? Don Jr. to Newsmax. Fascist Democrat rhetoric putting my dad in danger, because this is what we have to hear every single day out of Democrat liberals' mouth, that the Trump and we, the Republicans, are the ones that are causing all this nonsense rhetoric, right? We hear it every day, constantly. Trump's the bad one. Trump's what's causing his assassinations, right? This is what we hear from them every day. Well, I'm going to give you a little taste, and I believe this is from our friends down under. I'll live a little bit of the Democrats' rhetoric that has actually caused Trump's assassination attempts. Take a look.
Well, Kamala Harris wasn't even asked about her and the Democrats' inflammatory rhetoric in the lead up to the assassination attempt during that debate. Here's just a small sample of prominent Democrats, actors, singers, politicians, news anchors, inciting violence against Trump and Republicans in general.
I thought he should have punched him in the face. I said, even if you lost, he insulted your wife.
Yes.
He came down the escalator and called Mexicans rapists and murderers. He said, well, what do you think I should have done? I said, I think you should have punched him in the face and then gotten out of the race. You would have been a hero.
I'd like to punch him in the face. I said if we were in high school, I'd take him behind the gym and beat the hell out of him.
Punch some people in the face!
When was the last time an actor assassinated a president?
They're still going to have to go out and put a bullet in Donald Trump, and that's a fact.
Look as his character is stabbed to death.
Where is John Wilkes Booth when you need him?
I have thought an awful lot about blowing up the White House.
A Missouri state senator is under investigation by the Secret Service after saying she hopes President Trump is assassinated.
I will go and take Trump out tonight.
And if you see anybody from that cabinet in a restaurant, in a department store, at a gasoline station, you get out and you create a crowd. And you push back on them. And you tell them they're not welcome anymore, anywhere.
And the lies and incitement has never stopped, not even after that first assassination attempt, not even after today's developments.
Now, if any one of these pansy-ass people on that video would ever come to anybody's faces, they would never say this stuff. None of them. I guarantee it. But they're the ones that are sitting there saying that Trump and us conservatives, we conservatives, whatever, are the ones that cause the issues. Now, give me a fucking break. Sorry about that. One of many, if your family's watching. Excuse my language on that, but that is pathetic. They're the ones that want to say we control the violence. The Democrats are the party of violence, period. Get down through the list here, make sure they are all toxic and rabid with hatred. Exactly. They are the party of violence, the lawlessness, pedophilia, and you name it, they are the party of corruption, period. No matter what. Kathy Griffin. She's a nasty ass woman, Pat. You are right. I can't stand her, but I love Sky News and her. She's awesome. And we get some of the best stuff from her. Exactly right, Rowdy. Every one of them. I think Kathy was the first to come out publicly with something so vile against Trump. Oh, yeah, the media will never point out the real reason to blame. That's what we're here for, Tammy. We're here to make sure people know it because I just showed, and that's just facts right there. It's proof right there. It's not like I can make it up. I'm not that good. I'm not that good with a computer. I know how to run a computer, but I can't do that kind of stuff. So it's not my lying eyes telling me that. It's a fact. It's every one of them is what they've done and what they've said, period. Vote for the Trump, not for the tramp. Every Trump vote saves a kitten. Very good, Lee. Exactly right. All right, let me get rid of that one here. Is that enough Democrat rhetoric, right? So now we got Trump praising the law enforcement after apparent assassination attempt. Take a listen to Trump's and talking about that.
Donald Trump is speaking out as the FBI investigates what they say was an apparent assassination.
Donald
Trump is speaking out as the FBI investigates what they say was an apparent assassination attempt. In an email, the former president told his supporters, quote, "There were gunshots in my vicinity, but before rumors start spiraling out of control, I wanted you to hear this first. I am safe and well. Nothing will slow me down. I will never surrender." On Truth Social, Trump wrote in part, "I would like to thank everyone for your concern and well wishes. It was certainly an interesting day." He went on to thank law enforcement for, quote, "the incredible job done today at Trump International in keeping me as the 45th president of the United States and the Republican nominee in the upcoming presidential election safe. The job done was absolutely outstanding. I am very proud to be an American."
Now that's a leader right there. You know, not like Biden. Biden come out there. He's been yelling. He was on, I think, today or yesterday or something like that, and continues to yell. And the first time he's been seen in forever. Apparently, the FBI is dense. Oh, most definitely, they are dense. One of many. You got that right. Yeah, Roberta, I hope you fix your device so you can get in here. Well, welcome to the show. Hopefully, you make it back. All right, let me get rid of this here real quick because I've got a surprise video for you guys right now. And it shocked the hell out of me when I saw this, and I had to play this right after Trump praising. And I know I gotta say sorry too beforehand. And I've got another one down the road here shortly later that I'll apologize for now. But this one is a guy that probably the majority of us don't like. Well, Black Sox Sports Network. Okay, there you go. That's a spammer. But this is a guy that we don't like, and it is Chris Cuomo, however the hell you want to say his name. But this was a shocking video when I saw it. I don't know if you guys saw it yet. But I want you to see this. This is going to shock all of you, but I apologize because I'm paying Chris Cuomo on our show. Take a look.
I don't get it. That's why I reached out to Trump. I wanted to just say, listen, I'm really sorry that this is going on and it's being dealt with this way. Not because I'm in favor of his politics or what he says. I criticize him all the time. That's my job. And he deserves it. But he doesn't deserve this. A guy pointing an AK-47 at him while he's playing golf? And we take solace in the fact that the guy didn't get any rounds off. If I had been through what that guy's been through in the last 2 months, you would not know where I am. You would never see me on TV again. No way I would do that. I don't know how he does it. He's got kids, they're adults, but he's got grandkids. He's got a wife. People giving crap to Melania Trump, worrying about whether or not there was a plot around his husband. How could she not? People mock her. And then her husband has a guy pointed with an AK-47. Where are those people apologizing? That's what it's time for. We are playing a dangerous game with ourselves. He is not a despot in waiting. Okay? I don't buy it. You gotta care when somebody tries to kill somebody. I've told you this before, and I've learned the lesson so many times myself around the world. Either you care when anyone is hurt, or you'll never really care about anyone being hurt.
I'm like dumbfounded because this man, to me, this whole time has been a little prick. And I am like dumbfounded over him actually giving two shits about anything but him and his brother. So I was like, I was dumbfounded by this. The man actually impressed me. That's probably the only time I can say that. I had a little bit of being impressed when he did the interview with Tucker Carlson. Well, he kind of blew that right out of his, saving his ass. Exactly, Tammy. Mr. Fixer in the house. Yes, he is. There he is. Quiz Queermo. Yes, Cecil. You hit that right. I was so shocked by that video, I had to put it in. When I saw that, it's like, oh, shit. That ain't the guy that I used to know. I know one of many, right? That's like a shocker. Last night I said that something was very fishy about this last attempted assassination. Now Bongino is saying what I said. Oh, yeah, we've been saying that, huh, Dennis? There's something fishy about it, and there's going to be something fishy, and I don't think we're going to find out the full truth about it, and that is the problem. Let me get back over here and check all my comments here. All right, Chad, think you made it. Tuning in on Facebook. Glad you made it. All right, let's get over to here. What do we got? I love it when the PD had him on and told him he needed to apologize to Joe Rogan. Oh, yeah. Forget about it. Yeah, I know. He'll blow that again too, Madeline. So I don't take too much faith into him staying that way. That's for sure. Never heard that one before, but we have to accept when the enemy flips, we want them to flip. I don't like Cuomo, but I like the fact that he's flipping. Yeah, he's only going to flip for a little while. Tina's right. He is slimy. So, but we'll take this for now. That's all I got to say. We got to take this for now because he gave us one. Hi, Becky. Thank you for making it tonight. Jen Lynn, how are you? Hadn't seen it. Hard to believe. Yes, a shocker and very weird. They all want him dead, and he's not. And they're not done yet either. That's for sure. It's going to continue, I'm telling you. Because I showed you the video. If you weren't here to make the video, I can show it again later. No, I deleted it, so I'd have to go back in and download it. But They are the ones that are causing all the rhetoric, hence the name of the show. The violent rhetoric comes out of the Democrats' mouths every single day. And I showed you multiple ones, even the idiot, pansy-ass Hollywood elites that need to worry about making movies instead of making repeats. That's all they keep doing is repeating old movies because they can't come up with anything on their own because they're not smart enough to do it. So that's why it's that they're the dangers of the Democrat violent rhetoric is because of the Democrats. And I got to start my show on Rumble here. They never started. All right, it will eventually. All right, let's see. Where am I at here? Trump assassination attempt suspect. Their former neighbors say family is weird, and they kept a horse in the house. Now, you believe that? That is crazy. 1,000-pound horse in their house. Behind the scenes, in my opinion, he's being made to flip. Oh, yeah. Well, he belongs to that News Nation now, and they are like half and half. You can't trust him in one of many. Okay, let me go down through here. Over 1 million illegal voters not registered. We're going to get into that last, Dennis. Cuomo's brother will be in the big trouble, so if Trump wins and Chris knows it, oh, yeah, probably because he's in court now over the COVID stuff. So Angelina Jolie just had a video saying almost the same thing. Oh, no kidding, Mr. Fisher. Didn't know that. But I took a video. I could not find the video of the neighbors talking about the horse. But I did find, let me get rid of Queermo on here. Let's see. Of one of the neighbors talking about how strange these people were. Take a look.
Neighbors say there were warning signs here. Ruth was a local roofer who neighbors say mostly kept to himself. Property records show he lived in this house here behind me. It's been vacant for quite some time, but neighbors say while he did live here, it wasn't uncommon to see police activity outside his home. I went to the Guilford County Courthouse to dig into his criminal past and found several felony convictions dating back to the early 2000s, including possession of a weapon of mass destruction in 2002, according to court records. According to local media reports, Ruth was arrested in 2002 for barricading himself inside United Roofing, a company that shares the same address as Ruth and many of his relatives. News reports at the time of the incident show after the barricading incident, Ruth was charged with the same convictions I uncovered, but I'm still working to confirm that connection.
I was really surprised when they told me that.
Elaine Mungo, Ruth's next-door neighbor, couldn't believe he's a suspect in an assassination attempt, telling me he was always quiet and reserved.
Were they a nice family? Did they seem normal?
Yeah, I didn't know nothing was going on.
Neighbor Josh Patrick, though,
so it's kind of like a strange guy.
Wasn't so surprised to hear the latest allegations, telling me he'd see Ruth pacing in the road late at night and said Ruth would occasionally follow him home.
Behaviors were just really strange. Like he'd walk past here really quickly. Like I said before, kept pace with me for no reason, had no reason to be out at midnight.
Did he ever say anything about Trump or Ukraine or anything like that?
No, he's a very, very quiet person. And he was very, like I said, jumpy, reserved, didn't really speak out loud too much, and didn't come off as a political person at all. It seemed very, kind of dangerous.
Were you surprised? I really didn't. No, I wasn't surprised.
This neighbor not wanting to share her name told me Ruth lived here with his daughter and said about 5 months ago Ruth went door to door trying to sell his home to move to Hawaii.
Now you check this out. I had to put that in there because of the people are saying that this guy, something's wrong with this, and everybody's talking about it in chat. There is definitely something wrong with this situation. Yeah, but the Secret Service is a problem too, because first you have a 20-year-old nerd kid that got over on the Secret Service. Roth pronounced Rothschild. Yeah, right. One of many. But Dennis and Jerry going ahead of me on this. We're not going to talk about that right now. Where did you see that, Dennis? Sure. Wonder if Walt stopped by for a drink. I wouldn't doubt that at all there, Madeline. But this family was weird growing up, so you wonder why this happened now. But I think he was coerced into it, maybe. Or they're just using him, just like they did the first one. But Trump assassination attempt, USS director calls the response textbook. The way they responded to this shooting. Now, how the hell do you call that textbook? That's not even close to being textbook. If it was, this guy's a moron. Nobody was patrolling that outer perimeter of that golf course. Nobody. But don't let me tell you. I'll let Dan Bongino, an ex-Secret Service agent, tell you himself. Take a listen.
But what was critical to this was the quick reaction, the response, the hypervigilance of the men and women of the United States Secret Service, who since July 13th have been rising to meet an unprecedented and hyper-dynamic threat environment. And they are rising to this moment, and I could not be more proud of them and the way they have executed, not only yesterday, but what they're doing today and what they are doing tomorrow and what they will always do because it is their duty.
I am absolutely stunned at the media coverage of yet a second assassination attempt. And again, this celebratory lapse taken here like this was some kind of success again. An uneventful failure is not a success. I can't. The media, all this morning, the media commentary on this has been just atrocious on all sides. First, let's take a second to celebrate. To celebrate what? Another near assassination attempt of President Trump? Am I the only one out there who opens the show going, what the just happened again?
Now, you see that? This was not even close to being a successful attempt. This shouldn't have even come close to this. And that moron acting director right there should be fired immediately. Just like Bongino has said in the past. The first director, she got to resign. Keep her pension and everything for him actually getting shot. And then they moved this moron in there that's been there 30 years and can't control this. So why the hell should they trust any of this stuff? John says the first shooter and this guy are patsies for the real shooters. Luckily, the guy gets screwed up, so the real shooter couldn't make the shot. Exactly right. That's exactly what's going on. I agree with you on that, John. I have a new friend at the gym. He's Oriental, but doesn't appear to be Chinese. He's a professor of economics, and we could talk for hours. Oh, I'm sure about that. That's what I'm talking about, guys. If you guys do not have Wimpkin.com, please go get the app. Just go online, and you got to listen. Much love. Got to crash. 4 a.m. comes early. I listen to your show after it's posted. All right, one of many. Thanks for stopping by. Thank your family for listening too for me. Hopefully we'll see you tomorrow. You're in the ball, Madeline. What did she say? I didn't see her. It's like the 5 dancing years really set up in advance. Oh, okay. Well, at least, Roberta, you made it. I think they will go after Trump's family, sadly. Oh, that's what people keep saying there, Jerry. And I think you might be right. You can't get to one. What do? You go after other. That's what inmates used to tell me. I had one inmate that did that. Couldn't get to the guy that turned on him, became a snitch. So the inmate told me he went after his brother, cut the brother's head off, walked it back to the family's house, and sat down on the porch, waited for the cops to come and arrest him. Well, that's a way to do it, don't you think? Oh, yeah. All right, what's next? What do we got next? Trump's golf partner. Oh, yeah. He says he was 5 yards away from the former president when shots rang out. And guess what? He said he was glad to be there. Don't take my word for it. Listen to him.
Yesterday was quite a day. I actually feel blessed that I was there yesterday, And the reason I feel blessed, Sean, is that I got to see what it's like for my dear friend to live his normal life. His normal life, which is punctuated by 2 attempts to assassinate him in the last 60 days, being vilified since he left the presidency, falsely accused, harassed. To me, he gave 4 years of his best years to public service. He ought to be commended for the job that he did. And yet here he was yesterday on a beautiful day, just trying to get some rest and relaxation, like all the rest of us. And there's a man with a machine gun, an assault rifle, who's attempting to kill him. It was terrible. But I got to see a man who was stoic, courageous, cared about his friend's safety and first before his own life. He was an inspiration to everybody who was around him yesterday. I wish the whole country could have witnessed what happened yesterday, because they would have seen a real leader.
What's up, MAGA? Jeff, welcome. Glad to see you guys. Michael Stone, what's going on, man? Thanks for tuning in. But you see this? The guy was glad he was there. I'm not so sure that I would be saying that, because he was 5 yards away from Trump. What's the app? Wimpkin.com, Jen. Wimpkin.com is the app. Sometimes I think Secret Service is out for Trump to get assassinated. Most definitely, Chad, you're right. There's got to be a leak in there. So no matter what it is, there's got to be a leak in the Secret Service. You know, I would be scared to put a Trump sign in my yard. People have lost their damn minds with this election. It's called Trump derangement syndrome. I agree with Chad. You've never seen this with any other election. This is a lot inside bullshit going on here. Most definitely, Jen. This is the worst election we've ever seen, but the most important election we'll ever see, probably in my lifetime anyways. So this is why we're doing this, and that's why we do these shows, because of this reason. But I've been shot at one time, and that was when I was serving warrants when I was a constable. But I would not want to be in that situation, because I would be dumping a load in my pants no matter what happened. If I heard bullets whizzing past my head, that would definitely be happening to me. I'll be going. I got to change my drawers. I'll be right back. I can't golf no more. Exactly. I didn't put that in there. Let me put that in there real quick here. Did it come up? Yep. Nope. Didn't get to put that up here. I got to put it in another one. Hold on 1 second. Oh, come on, you stupid thing. Oh, every time I hit it, it doesn't let it go through. All right. That's better. I was giving somebody the email or the Wimpkin site so they can go on there and download the app. You guys will love it. You got to come in to chat with us. We have great people in there. We get involved in some great conversations. Right now, they're mixing them up right now. And they will make you feel welcome. Trust me. All right, let me get back into where I was going at here, guys. Okay, here we go. Where are we at? Oh, yeah. Harris finally breaks silence on Trump's second shooter. Like we really care what she has to say, but we're going to listen to both of them. Bumbling Biden and Camel Toe Harris on Trump's shootings. Take a listen.
Now to Washington, where President Biden and lawmakers are reacting to this apparent assassination attempt. And Local 10's Ben Kennedy has that part of our team coverage now. Ben.
Well, Calvin, turns out Trump's running mate, Ohio Senator J.D. Vance, says he has spoken to Trump and that he's in good spirits and is just glad that he is okay. As President Biden and Vice President Harris, too, are thankful that Trump did not get hurt.
I've always condemned political violence.
President Joe Biden behind the podium at the National HBCU Conference in Philadelphia, where he addressed the second assassination attempt against former President Donald Trump.
No place in political violence for political violence in America. None. Zero. Never.
The commander-in-chief said he thanked God Trump is okay, that the nation has suffered too many times the tragedy of an assassin's bullet, stating it solves nothing, just tears the country apart.
In America, we resolve our differences peacefully, the ballot box, not at the end of a gun.
Vice President Kamala Harris released a statement saying, "I am thankful that former President Trump is safe," adding, "I am deeply disturbed by this second assassination attempt. And as we gather the facts, I will be clear, I condemn political violence." A message echoed by South Florida Republican lawmaker Carlos Jimenez on social media, writing, "Political violence has no place anywhere," with California Democratic Representative Ro Khanna saying 2 assassination attempts in 60 days on a former president and the Republican nominee is unacceptable, calling for a bipartisan vote in Congress to approve resources the Secret Service needs to better protect those under their watch.
We must do everything we can to prevent it and never give it any oxygen.
President Biden is now urging Congress to give the agency more help, saying they might need more Secret Service personnel. Reporting live at the White House, Ben Kennedy, Local 10 News.
Ben, thank you.
They got billions of dollars, and you know the billions of dollars, and they can't even get this right. But you know, everything that they said was because of the election. That's the only reason. You know, they're sitting back going, "Man, I wish that man was dead. We missed again." That's exactly what they're saying. They're not giving this bullshit that they're saying right now. Not one bit. No, that's outrageous. All right, it's time for another episode of Lefty's News.
Donald J. Trump is now president of the United States. President Obama, Mr. Trump, for the moment, steps away for the
Disgraceful, deplorable, but predictable. And talking about baseless lies, here is Kamala at the so-called debate, which was really a 3 versus 1 setup. Remember her repeating that dangerous Charlottesville lie?
Let's remember Charlottesville, where there was a mob of people carrying tiki torches, spewing anti-Semitic hate. And what did the president then at the time say? There were fine people on each side.
That ugly, dangerous, divisive lie has been debunked again and again, even by left-wing sites like Snopes. I first debunked it 7 years ago. But here's the proof one more time. This is what Trump actually said about the white supremacists.
And you had people, and I'm not talking about the neo-Nazis and the white nationalists, because they should be condemned totally. But you had many people in that group other than neo-Nazis and white nationalists, okay?
Could it be any clearer? And it's all on video, and yet they persist with this lie. And of course, the ABC moderators refused to fact-check that verifiable lie. They knew it was a lie when she said it. And while we're on the Veep, the real Kamala is back, the weirdly laughing, incoherent vice president with the multiple accents. Here's another one.
Hello to all my divine nine brothers and sisters. And my sorors. And to all my HBCU brothers and sisters.
Man, you listen to that fake ass shit. That gets on my nerves. I know. I gotta apologize for that one too, because I can't stand her voice either, and I know Tammy doesn't like it. And sorry, Tammy. But I want to get over here to Michael says that I'm sick to my stomach about how many rhinos are on the hill right now, and we need to clean house. Exactly right. That we got to get them out of there. And plus the Democrats. We got to go to the Democrats and the rhinos and get them the hell out of here, and they need voted out. Might end up the last election we see replacing the election with selections. Exactly, Cecil. We don't do something about it come November, it may be over with. And let me catch up on our chats here. You sure he was breathing? Okay. How about rooting for America to change the leftist scumbags? That's a good one, Jerry. I like that one. I don't think he breathed on his own since 2016. Who are we talking about breathing? Biden sounds like he needs all. Oh, most definitely, Tina. That's true. Can't stand that woman. Oh yeah, Michael. I know Tammy doesn't like her either. Yep, there it is. She's a damn fake. Exactly right. And these people want to sit there and say that we're racist because we say that she's not black. She don't know what she is. Hell no. She gets a southern accent whenever she's talking to southern people, but when she comes up here, she's talking like a white person. What the hell? You can't make up your mind. If that makes me racist, so be it. I'm surprised Kamala haven't said no tax and overtime yet. I was waiting for that too, MAGA. She probably had to ask one of her Secret Service escorts, what's overtime? Yeah, exactly right. Madeline says, I think she's drunk all the time now. I could be wrong. I think she might be just that damn stupid. Clean slate cause all corrupt. Most definitely, Alan. Totally. They are totally corrupt. That's for sure. All right, where are we at? Oh, they're crying now about a Trump train of vehicles surrounded a Biden-Harris bus, and now they're calling it political violence. Take a look at this weird video that I found. Take a listen.
A Trump-Tron convoy surrounded a Biden-Harris bus. Was it political violence? Associated Press. A Texas jury will soon decide whether a convoy of supporters of then-President Donald Trump violent L.Y. intimidated former Democratic lawmaker Wendy Davis and two others on a Biden-Harris campaign bus. Hannah so-called Trump train boxed them in for more than an hour on a Texas highway days before the 2020 election. Attorneys for the plaintiffs argued that 6 of the Trump train drivers violated state and federal law.
Now, is that the weirdest video you ever found? I found this and I said, man, I got to play it just because it's messed up. And that would be what I would play, huh? All right, let me see what's going on down here first. And Chad, yeah. Oh, let me get back to these comments. I don't want to miss comments up there. Oh, she is a fake, Chad. That's for sure. That Becky wanted to know if Secret Service did the shooting or the shooter first. I heard something on TV about the Secret Service shooting. I wasn't only listening to the TV, and then this picked up, and Trump's makes me nervous that he's more in trouble than he's worth. Nah, Trump is worth every ounce of the fighting that we do, Becky, for him, because we know what he's capable of. We know he's capable of fixing this country. We know he's capable of lowering taxes. We know it all. So that is what we're fighting for. We are fighting for our rights because once the Democrats get in, we're done. Our rights are over. My guns are over. All of our guns are over. Our freedom of speech is definitely over because they are going to attack everyone. Wimpkin, X, and what's his face? Oh, shit. Elon Musk better not sell X to that nasty billionaire son of a bitch at all. No, he better not. So, okay. And Ron Johnson, the senator from Ron Johnson, said that Trump, and we said this past couple of shows, that Trump needs his own head of security to oversee the Secret Service detail. And we've been saying that for a couple episodes now, and he's exactly right. And this is what should happen. Now we're going to get into not Trump, Vance. There's more. I don't know. Vance is looking pretty good to me, Becky, right now. I'm fighting for my dogs and cats. Exactly, Chad. Vance is looking better and better to me. Let me know in chat, guys, what you guys think. Becky's kind of worried about Vance, but to me right now, Vance is looking pretty good. But that's for now. Remember what we say. You don't fall in love with him. You follow with the politician. You fall in love with the outcome. And until he actually gets in office, it's all talk. And once he shows us something, then we'll go with it from there. But you got to show us and it's just not talk. All right, this next thing I'm going to get into real quick here, because I see Dennis is putting something up already. And get your pencils out, but this is not right now. Right now, this is about a Pennsylvania bakery. Sold Trump cookies and Kamala-themed cookies. Now, I'm going to let you tell you the outcome of this. This is the way they are showing what Pennsylvania is looking like. So take a look at the results for yourself. Look at this.
Well, a bakery in Pennsylvania near where the debate is being held had a Trump versus Kamala cookie bake-off, and the results are staggering to say the least. Roll the clip.
You've sold thousands already, and I know you've baked thousands in preparation for tonight.
Yes.
Everyone wants to know, what do the sales maybe tell us about who might win the election in November?
Well,
talk to me about sales.
The sales, the red is leading by a lot.
By a lot.
By a lot.
You got the tally board over here.
The tally was just updated. You're new to see it, but almost by 4,000 cookies, as you can see.
Ah, the sweet taste of victory. It's even sweeter in cookie form. Now I know the libs will have some bogus response like, everybody knows a red cookie tastes better than a blue cookie, that's why they chose the red cookie. But the cookie don't lie. So go ahead and send this video to a Kamala voter just so they know that she's way behind in the latest polls. Don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, do what you do.
I love it. Don't you guys love it? Over 4,000 cookies Trump is winning by. You got to love it, don't you? Got it right? All right, guys, now it's time for it. Don't get dead. Disaster factor tip of the day. Now, don't forget to get your pencils out, guys, because Dennis's tip is coming right now. Don't get dead hunkering down segment rule number 6. 3x3 rule of priority in extreme conditions. 1. You have 3 hours to find or make a shelter. You have 3 days to find or procure water. You have 3 weeks for the average person to find food. A few other ideas for water. Number 1, make a rain barrel and insulate it around it for better temperature control. Put cheap goldfish in the rain barrel to take care of the insects, and a solar aerator, or a couple of spader dock or lily pads to keep organic matter low. Number 2, an old hot tub or other large container in the ground to make a small pond that is at least 18 inches deep to prevent freezing. Same thing with goldfish and lily pads. Thank you for that, Dennis. And now here is mine.
Did you know that FEMA recommends having at least 3 days of emergency food stored in the case of a natural disaster or other emergency? We all know that natural disasters don't give us a warning, and they can happen at any time. Here's just a short compilation of a few things that have happened just in the last 2 weeks in the US. It's important to have shelf-stable food, it's non-perishable, and that's easy to prepare if you don't have electricity. It can be hard to know where to start when it comes to prepping for disasters, but I would recommend getting a pre-made kit, like this one that has 72 hours of food, water, and medical, everything you need all in one disaster-proof case.
Now that is our disaster factor. Don't get dead tip of the day. Thank you, Dennis. That was a great one. I hope you guys got your pencils out. And remember, there's a great prize coming if you guys have a list. All right, let me get rid of my natural disaster here, and we're going to move on here quickly here. Now, this is probably the greatest thing I wanted to see, and I think Vic and Gab showed one of these videos yesterday. Deployed soldiers fact-check Kamala Harris' claim no active duty troops currently in the combat zone. Well, take a look at this.
And as of today, there is not one member of the United States military who is in active duty in a combat zone in any war zone around the world. The first time this century. What? But let's understand.
So where the fuck are we right now?
Okay, is that any more proof than that this bitch don't know what the hell she's talking about? Oh yeah, I'm way behind on my chats here, guys. The goldfish they're talking about Dennis's Don't Get Dead segment, they wouldn't be trying to kill Trump if they thought they could beat him. They are not going to let him win. That's obvious. I think they are being nice to Trump right now. The closer we get to the election day, they may say, fuck it, and start World War III. There's something's going to happen, MAGA, because remember, we got October surprises, and Dan Bongino thinks there's going to be more than just one October surprise. We need to keep our heads on the swivel, guys. Lock and load. Be ready. Something's going to break off. I keep getting booted off. Doesn't help if I sign off and on. Well, quit it, Dennis. Someone recently asked me why I like Trump. My answer is that I don't really like everything about Trump, but the election is about choosing the most likable person. We're voting between two vastly different ideologies, and I'm not going to read all that. But the problem is, Trump, we know what Trump's about. We know he can get this country back stable again. Now, can he fix what the Democrats have fucked up? I doubt it. And he can try to get us back to where we can afford to live. Then maybe I can afford to put diesel in my truck. Oh, yeah. I used to be able to afford to put diesel in my truck, but not no more. Leah's all over the place. Anyone make a full count of how many lies call me hairy ass told during the debate? Well, Will Webb, and welcome to the show. The whole debate was a lie. And I've showed it as a past couple of episodes, and we've showed all of her lies and showed the truth. So these liberal idiots can't say that, oh, no, you guys are making that up. No. We showed her saying something and then what she said at the debate. Totally two different things. We showed every single lie that she made. And it was pretty much the whole episode. But the reason we're voting for Trump is because we know he can get this country back on track. We will worry about the next 4 years after that. But we have to get him in no matter what. I want to try to get through all these guys real quick because this next one we have got to get through because this is, and I'm sorry, this is the one that I'm telling you about that I have to apologize for now, Hillary Clinton. Oh, I know, don't crucify me, but Hillary Clinton says Americans should be criminally charged and jailed for spreading misinformation. We will come back and talk right after this.
And I don't understand why it's so difficult for the press to have a consistent narrative about how dangerous Trump is. The late, great journalist Harry Evans, one time said that, journalists should, really try to achieve objectivity. And by that, he said, I mean, they should cover the object. Well, the object in this case is Donald Trump. His demagoguery, his danger to our country and the world, and stick with it.
I cannot stand her. I just killed a bug on my screen and I can't get it off. Stupid guts. And guess what? She's the first one that needs to go with the PP hoax, Russian collusion thing that she paid $1 million for, knowingly it was a lie. She needs to first again. Who the hell does she think she's talking to after her husband's getting Hummers in the White House and more than that? And she's talking about fake stuff. She's responsible for the death of every one of those guys in Benghazi and trying to set up Trump. That bitch needs to go to jail first. If she thinks we're going to go for misinformation, how much misinformation have they spread? Holy shit. We don't even know how much they spread. But we're going to get past some of these guys real quick. What if they had 50 guys at the fence with an AK-47s type style rifles, fully auto? Do you think the Secret Service would be able to defend? Oh, hell no, MAGA. They're not even close to being that prepared for that stuff. How many Democrats does it take to destroy America? There you go. There it is. Well said, Kurt. That bitch has a lot of room to talk. She should have been hanged a long time. Exactly right. She committed treason totally. In my 63 years on this earth, I have never seen prices go down except when Trump was in office. Never. If Trump gets in again, we'll be okay. If not, he's a total communist. Oh, yeah, we're done, Michael. If this happens, we are done. Real fast, I'm not going to show you these other videos or some of them, but the other ones I got. The Laura Loomer one threatened to sue Bill Maher because he keeps saying that she was in an arranged relationship with Trump. She's not happy about that, saying he's going to screw everybody. And who's he screwing? That's what Bill Maher said. And I'm not saying that verbatim because he used the F word. I'm trying to watch myself right now. No jail charges. Yes, exactly right, Cecil. All right, the next one. All right, I do want to show you this one. I think I got this one. Let me throw this one out real. Dumb bitch. And I want to show you the opening in the border that they were supposed to. Hillary Clinton is a globalist and has made deals with the CCP to turn America over to China. Well, hell, she should have been in prison for destroying evidence with that server and stuff. I mean, the Clintons has done so much wrong. It's so corrupt. It's unbelievable. And I'm pretty sure that she's probably one of the top people running this and part of being the puppet master. Isn't this the woman who paid for the Russian? Yes, Lee. Isn't this the woman who got fired from Watergate for being unethical? Yes. Isn't this the woman and her soldiers and uranium to Russia? Yes. Isn't this the woman who testified against her husband's sexual assault case? Man, ding, ding, ding. All yeses there, Lee. Perfect. And Benghazi, everything else. I mean, we got it all. The bitch should have been in jail a long time ago. Oh, my God. It's unreal. And, all right, we're going to keep going here. We're going to run out of time here, guys. Here's the opening border down in Arizona. Take a look.
Sounds like we've got cartel scouts on the other side of the wall. I'm going to fly over there, see if we can see them. Yep, there they are. Right there. All in their camouflage gear. These are the runners that don't want to get caught. Guaranteed. They're going to be coming over in just a few minutes. Trying to hide out under that tree. Yeah, there they are. Right in there. It's all hunkered down. See the guy's legs? See the black water jugs? They're looking at the drone right now. Trying to figure out what to do with it. Let's try to get a good view of these guys. Right there. Can't tell if that guy's got a rifle or not.
Now, I can't show you all this because we're running out of time here. But you saw the camps and stuff that's set up there. That's where they set up until the people come. They pay them for what they can pay them. And then they take pictures of them crossing an open hole that probably 10 tractor trailer trucks can get through. So this is what's going on under the Harris border czar deal. Yes, MAGA, exactly right. A-10 Thunderbolt. This is the stuff that has to be stopped come November. So I want to get through these guys real quick so you guys get to see everything because these ones were pretty good. But let's move on to, now we're going to skip that one. We're going to go to the immigrants that Dennis and them were talking about. Here's the first video. Take a look.
This building is a longer one. Even in a tax, so we're basically just asking to do the same thing, which is even stand down here and register. You can't, not on the PennDOT property, not anymore.
Can we talk to them?
You would have to speak to the superintendent. You got to get in contact with them.
So we've tried to do that, and we don't get any response back. Is the problem?
Like can do them. Well, just bring an audience to the superintendent.
So can you call a police officer and tell them to tell us that we need to leave?
We'll gladly leave. We're not trying to cause problems. Trespass you, sir. That's what we're trying to go for. So this is trespassing.
We don't. No, we just want to stand outside and register people to vote.
Yeah, and like I said, can't have that happen, sir. And you're trying.
Now I'm going to cut this short real quick because I want to talk while I put this up. Jerry gave me this, and that's what he was showing on there. Over 53,000 people were registered without IDs in Pennsylvania. Now, the one that the video I just showed you was from Harrisburg, our main capital. And those guys wanted to register the people to vote, no problem. They were told no, you couldn't stay here to register people to vote. But they are handing illegals information to go into the DMV to get IDs and then registering them to vote while they were in there. So this is what's going on. The fix is already in. PA did this in 2020. They're going to do it again with the fake-ass, idiot, corrupt governors that we have in here. And that's what's going on. Thank you, Jerry, for that chart. And Dennis for all that stuff. But death in Harrisburg is happening. And that's like 4.5 hours away from me. But this is the stuff we got to stop, guys. And it is 10 o'clock. And I wanted to get through it. Thank you very much for joining me in chat. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in tonight. I hope you enjoyed the show. I hope you get your friends and family, everybody to tune in. Tomorrow night, same time, here's my information while I'm going to give you the closing monologue. You guys can check out my information. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and everything. And don't forget, guys, my AM show, I am changing it to 8 o'clock. For those who bless me in the mornings and come join me in my morning show, the Waking Up America with the Conservative Viewpoint, I'm changing the time to 8 o'clock. See how things goes. So I hope to see you tomorrow at 8 a.m. for a glimpse into what we're going to be going over on tomorrow night's show. Join me, 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for Waking Up America with the Conservative Viewpoint. Until then, I'll leave you with this. As we wrap up tonight's episode of the Conservative Viewpoint, let's take a moment to reflect on the gravity and the challenges that we've discussed. The dangers in our world today are real, and they demand an unwavering attention and action. But remember, in the face of adversity, we find our strength. It's easy to feel overwhelmed by the chaos and uncertainty, but it is in these moments that our resolve are tested and our true characters is revealed. We must stay informed, stay engaged, and most importantly, stay united. Our voices matter, and together we can navigate these turbulent times with courage and convictions. But thank you for joining me tonight, guys. Stay safe, stay vigilant, and never lose sight of the values that make us strong. Until tomorrow night, guys, this is the Conservative Viewpoint. I'm Charlie, the Country Conservative, signing off saying, God bless you. Have a good night. See you tomorrow night, everyone. See ya.